And we are live.
Awesome. Sorry about that, everybody. We had some technical difficulties. It's our first podcast. Leave us alone.
No, don't leave us alone. How about they stay?
Yeah, exactly.
And
Stay.
How about they stay and they
listen to what we have to say, all right? So,
Oh God.
hopefully
Nerves.
everybody can hear us now.
Yes. This feels right. The other time was
Yes.
kind of weird.
Yes,
Yeah.
Everybody sounds way clearer now. So
definitely.
yeah, do your thing.
Yeah.
You guys want to do the intro now? All right.
Do you want to do it?
I want to do it. You know that.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Let's step back off of that mic for a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is up, gaming fam? I'm your host, Dark Optimus, and welcome to the Quest Podcast. Tonight, we are going on a little adventure with our first podcast. So like, subscribe, and stay tuned for what will be an awesome night with an awesome panel of people. As some of you probably don't know, one of our panel members is on vacation, but he will be back within a couple of weeks. But to introduce our first guest ever, somebody who has welcomed me and many of the people in this community with open arms, she is Miss Lady Foxfire.
Oh wow. That's a hell of an intro. Thank you. No, I'm happy to
welcome.
be here. I love hanging out with you guys. Like I was telling you earlier, this feels like a party chat, so that's pretty cool. I kind of feel like playing right now as we're talking, but
I know,
yeah,
right? Some
I'm looking forward
gears.
to the topics though. Yeah, definitely gears.
Our next person I'm going to introduce is my brother from another mother. His name is Remix Essence.
And what is going up, everybody? Yeah, you said that in a bit of a creepy voice there, Dark. I don't know if
You
I don't know if I
are
wanna be your brother
17
anymore.
so no, I'm just
Sound a little rapey. Yeah.
Whoa.
Problem.
Whoa.
Dark doesn't know how to type in passwords and everything, so
it's
you
true.
blame this all on him. You
I'm an
know,
old
blame it
man.
all on him,
I
and
don't know how to
I
do
took
this.
over.
He
So,
said, "Oh, technology."
yeah, I'm excited to talk about the year past and the year ahead. So let's get into it.
Our next panel member I want to introduce is somebody who I started out with, and he is an absolute delight to have around. He is Mr. M. Baines.
I appreciate that intro. I guess I can be a delight to have around. We'll see. Hey, I'm
Don't make fun of me, man.
ready to get this podcast thing going. So let's get to these topics.
Yeah, let's get right into it.
That intro is
What?
way better.
Is your guy? Oh, wow, damn,
It's better than earlier. I mean, I'm just saying.
dang, making me feel bad. So let's get right into it, guys. What is your guys' favorite games of 2016?
Yeah, you want? I'll start out. You know,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a pretty big shooter guy, of course. So I got a shooter heavy list. I love the Gears, which we'll go on into some other stuff like biggest surprise, I guess. I got Gears 4. You know, it wasn't really a game I was anticipating very much. You know, and Fox, of course, I was like, I'll pick it up because she's getting it, and I love it. It's one of my favorite games, along with I like Battlefield 1 a lot, and you know, just like the sounds, it feels awesome, feels great. And I'd say Final Fantasy is another big one. I wasn't expecting much from that one either. Just kind of picked it up on a whim, and you know, it's a fantastic game. And yeah, those are kind of like a top three that I can just think of off the top of my head, kind of. But yeah,
Remix, can I ask you a question
Awesome.
about that?
yeah, you can.
Well, before that, did you like ever play any of those type of games?
Oh yeah, I have never played a Gears game before. Yeah, I think that's what you're referencing. And
Yeah.
and I've also never played a Final Fantasy game before. And So both those were kind of surprising, and I really enjoyed them. So
Nice, very nice. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
When you hear stuff like that from people, like, oh, this is my first time playing this, and it's amazing. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow,
Uh-huh.
you know.
I think it's blasphemy. He didn't play years before. Come on, dude.
Yeah, for me myself, I would say the game that I completed, the game that I found the most interesting that I completed in 2016, it didn't necessarily come out in 2016. It came out in 2015, but it was The Witcher 3. I started that in
Yeah.
January.
It counts.
I think.
It counts.
Yeah.
That's a big game.
I mean,
I
there
started
was
that in
there was some
January,
DLC too. So
and
Yes.
that thing just captivated me, and I played it all the way through. I thought that was it was a sprawling world. It was very immersive. I love The Witcher. I mean, it's one of the games of this console generation, I think. And then the game that I completed in 2016 that actually came out in 2016, that was a real surprise. Was well, maybe not a surprise, but it was just a real delight. Was Quantum Break.
Yeah,
Ooh.
nice.
I like the dynamic between putting the episodes in the middle. A lot of people didn't like that. It turned some people off.
Right.
But I kind of like that. It was something new in gaming that we haven't had before. That's what you really seek as a game of the new stuff.
exactly, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
agree with
if we are talking about like 2015, I gotta add Fallout 4 in there.
Nah,
We're
get
not
out of here with that
we're not
trash.
talking about
No, I'm kidding. I'm
2015?
kidding.
Come on
that's
now.
a December release, and I gotta say that Fallout 4 and Overwatch pretty much got me through the summer of gaming because it was so dry, So yeah,
Yeah, it's true. It was
Gotta add that.
pretty dry in the summer, surprisingly. Because
Fallout
we
4
got
was
Witcher
nice too.
in 2015, then we got Batman in 2015, so it was kind of nice.
Yeah.
But my favorite games of 2016 were Uncharted 4, and I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that.
Nah, not really. I don't see why not. It's a good game.
Quantum Break was one of my favorites of the year. I just love the episodes in between. Reminded me of a Netflix show. It felt right with a video game. I don't know why, it just did. I have to say probably Deus Ex was another one of mine. I know that's probably that was probably a big surprise for me too, because I liked Human Revolution, and
Okay.
it was okay, but wasn't.
Did
as
you
good
finish
as-
it?
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. I finished it with the achievement where you go through the whole entire game just stealth and not killing anybody. So
Oh my god, you
Nice.
freaking ninja.
I
Nice.
know, right?
Very nice.
nice. Yeah, I haven't had the opportunity to play Deus Ex yet, but I do have it, so I will be on that soon.
you definitely gotta try it out, dude.
Gotta jump on that Durasex. Gotta get that Durasex.
And,
I love
I
She-Wolf.
think we just lost Optimus. He just dropped out. But we will continue.
Yes, he could join the link. No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But
you guys.
yeah, I'll jump in.
Alright.
I gotta say, The Division is the best thing ever. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I love obviously Gears of War, my number one favorite game of this year, or actually last year, because now we're in 2017. But yeah, Gears, Battlefield. I love Battlefield. Quantum Break was my game of the year before Gears of War came out. So yeah, I love that game. That was awesome. Forza.
have to say
I'm
those
surprised
sounds
you
in
guys haven't
Battlefield.
said Forza. That's another good game. I gotta
Yeah,
get
Yeah,
more.
I mean, I'm
Forza
just
is great.
your guy. Like, it's pretty much like really. Like, I played Need for Speed back in the day.
Oh, yeah, I've
and,
been there.
Hey, Optimus, you back? But
Yay,
that's
welcome back.
that's
Sorry,
pretty much all.
my
so.
my
And the thing with Forza 2, with Forza 3, is it doesn't really have a story. It's just a lot of gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm more of a story and gameplay type of guy. So that's
Right.
why I
So am I.
wouldn't put
Like, I either
Forza
want
3 up there for
story
me. But even
or
though it was
I
a great
I want to
game.
bust up some moves on multiplayer.
Yeah.
can you guys
No,
hear me?
yeah.
I'm back.
Yes. I said,
Okay.
welcome back.
Yeah, my freaking
Yeah, we can hear
browser
ya.
shut down. Sorry.
Oh, he's like, I ain't interested. Bye.
Right. So where do we?
No,
left?
but
I think that was actually probably the best 10 seconds of this podcast. Just
oh, that's
just now.
messed up,
Ooh.
man.
Wow.
Cold-blooded.
Cool.
No, but no, I was just sharing like my favorite games, like Quantum Break, like you guys said, Gears, Battlefield, Forza. Forza's not the type of game though that I would sit down and play all the way through. Like Timodos,
Right.
he's crazy. He already beat the game.
Well, I mean,
I
it
think
is
he
in
just
his
needs a
home-
DLC. Well, yeah, it's just in his own backyard.
Yeah.
True.
His own backyard.
Yeah.
No, but like Forza type of games are something that I would play throughout the year. So
Exactly.
it takes a while for me to just pick up and play here and there. I'm not gonna sit there and finish the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I have all the Forza games, and I've always done that with all of them. I just take my time and play them throughout months while I'm playing other stuff, like, on the side.
Well,
But
that's
but there was a lot of good games overall last year. I really
Yeah,
liked
a
them.
lot.
that's
good
what's
games.
so great about Forza is that you can just pick up and play. You don't have to.
Right. You can take it piecemeal.
Yeah, you don't have to play it all the way straight through.
hmm
It's kind of one of those games that's great.
Yeah, I'll
for
be
that.
playing that for the rest of this year. Really.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
definitely.
definitely play
Yeah,
that.
I think for
But,
sure.
at some point, it might be a while, but yeah, I want to play it more. Just give it more of a try than I already have.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because that Blizzard DLC, I mean, it's just beautiful.
yeah, dude. I
They did
haven't
a
tried
great,
Yeah, I
that.
hear a
they
lot.
did
I
a
heard it's
so
great
good.
job. They did
Yeah,
a great job with
especially
that
because I'm
DLC.
always in parties with Bot and stuff, and he's like,
Yeah, he calls
Cocaine
it
Mountain. Oh my god.
Cocaine
Yeah.
Mountain.
So.
Oh, he's name dropping now. Oh
Sugar
god.
Mountain.
Yeah, he slid it in
Boy,
there.
Bot.
Yep. That's his dad now.
Dang.
No, I'm kidding.
I thought you were his
I
mom.
thought Tim was my dad and you were my mother dearest.
Oh my god. And we just lost all the views. Thanks for that. Awkwardness.
Well, you're the
Just
one that made it awkward,
laugh.
Fox, eh? All right.
But yeah, good games last year.
Yeah, we had really good games. You know what, though? I was kind of disappointed with, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack. I'm going to get a lot of hate in the Xbox community, but I was really disappointed with Recore. And I
Oh,
know you guys,
damn.
I know
Oh,
you guys are
damn.
like, what?
Honestly,
the hell?
I haven't had like the opportunity to like fully play through Record. Like I
Yes.
started it and then other games just came out
Oh,
one
yeah.
after another, and
Mhm.
I started on my YouTube channel. So I was like, oh, I gotta do these reviews or impression videos, and
Right.
and then Record fell to the side. So
You know what I think it was? It was because I'm not really into the jumping platform type of
Mm.
games, and like,
Okay.
and the frame rate just like dropped so much on my copy for some reason. I don't know why. I know a lot of people didn't have problems with that too much, but it would drop frames like crazy.
So you
when
tried
I
it
was
after the patch?
trying to kill people or kill the bots and stuff, and I couldn't even play, dude. It was crazy.
Have you tried it after the patch?
No, I haven't tried it after the patch.
Yeah,
I
we
still
gotta jump
haven't,
back in
so
that
I
game.
might-
Yeah.
I might actually jump back into it. So
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
me, it's still sitting. It's probably a game that I'll pick up during the summer months and go ahead and play through. It's on my hard drive, ready to go. I wanted to wait for a while to get all the patches in, so they'll correct a lot of the issues that they had.
yeah,
But as far as me, it looks like it's going to be a good game. I can't really talk too much about the gameplay because, like I said, I haven't played it. But
Yeah.
it's something. It looks like something that I would be interested in.
yeah,
yeah, and I think it could do well with the sequel if it had a large enough budget. Make it a little more open worldy and stuff. I definitely think it has promise in the future if they did continue the series.
I honestly think that's what was missing was like more of an open world, more things to do in the open world.
Yeah.
I felt it was kind of barren.
Mm.
It'd be kind of
To
cool if
me-
you found like a civilization.
Yeah,
In the next
I feel like
something.
if it was just like, I mean, I know there was a lot of dungeons and stuff like that, and there was things to do, but it just
How much
felt
of it did you play?
like a wasteland, I would probably say roughly 7 hours, maybe somewhere around there.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, I will definitely give it another shot, but yeah, it was kind of a disappointment to me.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, of course, for my like disappointments, like, of course, like, the Division. A lot of people are disappointed with that game. I was,
Mhm.
pretty hyped for it, and
Yeah.
and me and my friends all got in there together. But then there was always like 6 of us, so it was like kind of like 2 people out, and then some of my buddies went to PC, and then so it was just kind of like dropped off. And you kind of need a group to go into the dark zone and everything. And I liked the beginning, like it was really good, the first part of the story, and the grinding was all right. Like I don't mind grinding, but for better weapons and stuff. But then I just kind of lost like who I was playing with, so then it got more difficult and running into other players and crap like that.
Yeah.
You know what's
definitely
funny?
You need a
My,
team.
my most played game of 2016 was The Division,
Wow.
Really? Oh wow.
which is crazy. I was like, I was a little sad about it too. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I
you
I
think
was
guys-
hoping it was like Deus Ex or something like that.
I got probably a good 20, 25, 30 hours into the division, just ranking up to when once I hit level 30, I was pretty much done with it. The division's problem is its content drops. They just didn't have enough to keep players interested, and the Dark Zone was a mess. So I mean,
Yeah.
that was its problem.
Yeah, they really messed up on that Dark Zone, man.
Well,
I mean,
I felt like some of the scaling was just off too. Like once you hit level 50, there's like shit level 50 gear versus like if you've been level 50 for a long time, then you're like just a way better level 50, like
Yeah.
outstandingly better. Like you can 1v4 anyone better. So, I think that was a problem with that as well.
well, it was the thing that where when you go into the Dark Zone, you have the little shops in the Dark Zone. You could buy weapons in there, and some of the times those weapons were better than the ones that you get like at your home base. It was just
Right.
like, really?
Yeah, they should have flipped that dynamic. I think instead of making you go to the Dark Zone to get the better weapons, they should have had the better weapons available to you in your home base, or the
Well,
little
like,
the little places
really the
around.
best way to get weapons was like crafting.
Yeah,
But the crafting, well, that was actually maybe a part that was a little bit too grindy. I felt like the parts you needed or whatever that got kind of grindy. Because I don't really mind killing bosses,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
I don't want to like just kind of search around the map, because then at that point you're running through the map, and every hour or whatever the stuff respawns or whatever the timer was.
Yeah,
So,
Right.
and it took forever to get to that. It was just like,
yeah.
and they weren't always there too. So
exactly.
Yeah. I think that's the reason why I was disappointed. It's not like what you could do in the game was fine. It's just the fact that you had to be in there with certain people, and I was overhyped for it, so I hyped myself up.
yeah.
And
Oh,
I was
so was
looking
I.
forward to it too much, and it didn't live up to what I thought or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's probably why.
Yeah, I mean they hyped
Mhm.
it up pretty well. I mean Ubisoft has been known to hype games up to an extreme. So
And I mean, to be
That's-
honest, the hype was warranted because for that time period while you're grinding to 30, it was a nice game. It really
Mhm.
was. They just didn't keep it. They didn't keep you interested after that.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
anyone hit level 50 on the Dark Zone?
no,
I didn't.
I was like, as soon as
I
I think as soon as I hit 40, I was like, I'm done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I hit 50, because then I
I
was
probably
like, oh,
played
fuck this
more
gun.
in the Dark Zone when the beta was out than when the actual game was out.
I'm with you,
Yeah.
Sheila. I mean, I
Oh,
called you.
shut up.
Whoa,
Oh,
snap.
I'm leaving. I'm
Don't do
leaving.
that. I'm
This is my
sorry.
first time, and that was my
Fox.
last time. No, I'm kidding. It's all
I'm
good.
sorry.
That's my twin.
I'm with-
It's an honor.
Yeah. I'm with you though. I played it less after the beta than I did, during the beta.
Right.
Yeah. And another really disappointing game for me. I think a lot of people will be like, "Oh, why were you at all excited for that game?" Especially since it is an MMO kind of sort of game. But Battleborn, I was hyped for this game because I don't know. I started watching this one YouTuber and he kind of got me hyped. But also, it was made by Gearbox, and I absolutely love
Oh,
Borderlands, and
Mm-hmm.
this was like the reason there wasn't a Borderlands 3. They're taking a break to make Battleborn, and so I was really disappointed with this game, and I only played it for like 2 days and it was just a huge letdown, pretty much because of the company and the fact that they were taking time off of a different game that I already loved.
Did you play the
Right.
campaign in Battleborn?
I
What
started it, but no, I didn't really play much of it at all.
Okay.
I mean, when I played the beta, when they had like the campaign and they had the multiplayer, I was like, what is this? I was like, is it trying to be Borderlands or is it not being Borderlands? What is this?
Yeah, I felt like they were
And it-
trying to
and
be
it-
Borderlands, but still be like something way different, and it just didn't come together well.
Yeah, I've heard several people say that the campaign wasn't really all that bad once you got into it.
Right.
It was definitely cheesy.
I haven't tried it yet.
Like I felt like I don't know, just based off the very beginning mission.
Well, I mean, Borderlands is cheesy.
Well, yeah, but it was more
It
like
is to a point.
cheesy. Like Borderlands has like a lot of dark humor in it. You know,
Right.
It's kind of like, ooh, it's funny, and then like, wow, that's really depressing kind of moments. Everything's kind of two-sided in Borderlands. Well, I just felt it was more childish in Battleborn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I was rudely interrupted by Remix, another disappointment of mine was The Last Guardian. Enough said.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
say that enough
Yeah.
shit. You gotta drop
Okay.
the mic on that one. Huh?
Like, okay, yeah, we got it.
Are we surprised?
No, I
Anybody
don't
in the
think-
chat?
I don't
No?
think
Okay.
anybody is surprised. I mean, what, a 10-year-old game coming out on the PS4? I mean, come on. You know,
Yeah.
you can't really expect it to be
But are you happy
spectacular.
that it's out at least and it's out of your mind? Because you were,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, I
a
am.
little bit interested in this. So yeah.
I was interested in the game, and I was like, ooh, because I'm used to like Shadow Colossus, Eco,
Right.
and stuff like that.
That's what I
and,
was gonna say.
I like-
those two games are why
Yeah.
there was any sort of hype around it. Pretty much.
Exactly. So I liked both of those games, and then once I played it, I was just like, oh, okay.
He's like, oh, well, at least it's out.
Yeah, I think a tear went down my face. It was just like, oh, well, good luck next year, Sony.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that said the camera angles was bad, and then
Yeah, it was.
the dog didn't really pay attention. But then there's some contradicting opinions that say that a dog doesn't really pay attention in the beginning. You
Yeah.
have to train a dog. So
Well, it's not really a
And that-
dog. It's more like a cat. You know how cats
whatever
they don't
is.
pay attention. So it's kind of like that.
How dare you?
wow,
So Bates, you didn't get it?
huh? I
You
got
didn't
it.
pick
I
it up?
haven't. I have it. I haven't played it yet. I'm gonna
Okay,
give it a
'cause
little while.
that's what I thought you had it. So
Mhm.
I was wondering.
He said he could still
Yeah.
wait some more.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little while. I'm gonna wait until I really want something really different, and then I'll play it.
Yeah, probably during summertime might be a good time to play that.
Yeah.
All right, so Fox, what was your most disappointing game?
Hey, I said the
Yeah, she got
Division.
Division. I think
Oh.
we need to. I
Oh,
think
You
we
went
can
you
move
went
on
you
now.
went with Remix. Okay, you didn't want to go
Yeah.
any different. All right, okay.
I'm trying to think,
Yeah.
and there wasn't
Fox,
really
conformist.
there wasn't that many games I was looking forward to besides the Division that I was disappointed with. Otherwise, I mean, other than that, there was other games I checked out and they were like, oh, okay, well, it's not that great or whatever. If it wasn't, if I wasn't interested in it, I just didn't pick it up. You know what I mean? Like No Man's Sky, I didn't even bother. But I saw my brothers, literally crumble and cry because it was that bad.
Yeah.
But other than that, I stayed away from the games I wasn't interested in, like Battleborn and stuff like that. I tried the beta. I wasn't interested. I was just like, never mind.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, I did have to throw one more game in there. I wasn't like really hyped for anything. It was more like, why did I spend the money? And that's Technomancer.
Ooh.
Mm.
I don't know. I just got into it, and I don't know. It's not that it was. I just feel like the action, like the combat, didn't play out right. And like for me, I don't know. Maybe I just fucking suck at that kind of game, but I don't know. It just wasn't what I kind of hoped. And the acting was pretty shitty. So
Did you finish it?
no,
How far did you get? I mean, hours
not very
wise.
far. Not very far. I don't know how much I played, but
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, then, Fox, what is
Oh.
your most anticipated game of 2017?
You want
Oh,
to back
man.
up and talk about the surprises of 2016?
Ooh,
wait, what?
well, we kind of covered that.
What? Something like
Your surprises of 2016. What
Well,
surprised you?
one of my surprises of 2016. I mean, well, yeah, of 2016. I'm like my years are all mixed up here. Was Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. I was actually
Yeah, you
really
kind of mentioned
surprised
that.
by that.
Remix said basically Gears and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my
What was your
surprise
experience?
was Inside the
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's a
the
game I
indie.
want to play,
Yeah,
but I haven't
that
yet.
it I started playing it like at 12 at night and got off at like 4 or 5. I just played it right through because it had me so stuck. The atmosphere, the color palette, the black versus the red. They had a lot of red. You know, the little boy had red and a lot of blacks, and the dystopian atmosphere. The way it ended was kind of crappy, but it was a good game to get immersed in for just a little bit and then get out. That surprised me. My other one was Abzu that just
Ooh.
came out for
Oh,
Xbox.
them indies though.
Yeah.
GKB's gonna
But,
love this guy.
Right?
But
It's
Abzu
like,
was
shit. Indie lover,
Abzu
let's
was
go
a
on.
pretty decent experience. It was the underwater, and what you did was you were kind of going underwater to restore some of the underwater greenery or whatever you want to say to different areas, and then once you restored it, the game was done. But there were some little puzzles intermingled in there, and that was a real decent experience. And the music to that while you were going on this adventure, the music in this game was very nice.
Yeah, that's
It
what I
added a
hear.
very nice taste to the game. So yeah, those are my surprises.
That
Nice.
flight.
I think mine would surprise people. I mean, especially She-Wolf.
Oh, snap.
My no, not
Exclusive.
Snap. No, my surprise for last year was Overwatch. Actually, I enjoyed it. I bought
Yeah,
it. I enjoyed
That's
it.
actually my most played
That
game.
trash
2016.
Trash.
That's actually my most played game of 2016. It got me because that's all I had pretty much through the summer. That and Fallout 4. So
Right.
that's what I
Right.
played.
Mine wasn't that. Mine was Halo, actually. So yeah, Halo. But
know what?
but I really
I kind of
enjoyed.
just got into Halo. So
I think I really enjoyed Overwatch because I didn't pay full price because I bought it for like $30. So that's why I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah,
so
you
I was
got it
like,
on the
hey, I got it for a good amount where I'm like, I like this, especially with friends.
yeah. Plus you're playing with me and Tim. Like you're.
Oh,
two
okay,
favorite
sure, yeah,
people in
because
the
you,
world, So
right.
and Tim. And
You're
Tim.
more important than everybody else. Tim is more important than we are, apparently.
I mean, Tim is Australian. You got to give him that.
That's true.
So
You know what?
Yeah.
I want to add to that. I want to add, and I know nobody ever really talked about this, but Song of the Deep. That was actually one big
I haven't
surprise.
played it.
yeah. See, I didn't play
Surprised
it.
about it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
started it, but I didn't finish it. So it's
it's actually-
nice.
yeah. I looked at it
looks
several
beautiful.
times. Never pulled
It
the
is
trigger.
it's really beautiful, and it's a lot
Right.
of fun. I mean, it's it kind of takes you through this emotional roller coaster, and that's because you're trying to find your father and stuff like that. So that was
Was
a
that-
big surprise to me.
Was that GameStop's?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
title?
GameStop's
Okay.
title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at it several times. Never pulled the trigger. I think I am gonna go back and get it though at some point.
Right. It's Insomniac and GameStop.
I would
Okay.
say another summer game
Okay.
for that, because I mean in the summer there's nothing, we don't get any games during the summer. So
Yeah.
all right, so our most anticipated games of 2017, Miss Lady Foxfire.
Oh man,
Well,
I
you
gotta go
want
first.
me to name off some just like some big five titles first, so in case people aren't prepared.
What?
I'll name big
Who says I'm not
titles.
prepared?
We
I'm
are
a veteran.
I think
I'm a veteran.
She knows what
How
she's
dare you.
doing, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Fox knows what she's doing. I'm talking about.
Oh,
YouTube.
he's trying to help you guys out.
Wow.
Oh wow, he's talking shit.
Yeah.
No, I got
Um,
mine.
well,
Go ahead.
yeah,
Fox.
I have a few. I have a few actually.
Nice.
So I'll name off ones that I'm actually gonna pick up. Uncharted Lost Legacy. I'm gonna pick that up. Resident Evil 7, which a surprise to everybody. That game scares me, but I'm gonna pick it up.
You're
and
gonna
I'm
live
stra-
stream that, right?
Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm
Nice.
doing it for the fans. But For Honor, would be another one. I'm very interested in that
Sweet.
game.
At least someone else is gonna pick that.
Did you
up.
play the
Right,
beta?
Yeah, I tried
Or the
it, but
alpha?
I only tried it for like a couple hours, and
I have
no,
not
like
played the beta. I wish
like
I
an
did.
hour or two, and then I had to go, and then next thing you know, I forgot about it, and so I didn't get that much time with it, but it was fun from what I played.
Nice.
What else? Of course, Sea of Thieves, but I'm not sure when that's coming out. So
Right.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
see
true.
if that's the first quarter, second quarter. I don't know what's going on there.
I'm sure it'll come out.
I really,
Yeah, well, of
you know,
course.
I really want it to be like a spring release because
It
that's
needs
just
to
a
be.
game like I see myself playing with my friends and taking me through the summer. You know, like just hopping on there, playing it, having fun.
It's gonna
and
be
then,
so
and then
entertaining and
doing some
fun.
other games,
Right.
in the background. You know,
I'm
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
going to throw one out here. I think it's actually going to come out when Scorpio does. I think it's going to be a
yeah,
launch
I do
title.
too. I do
See, I
too.
think that'll be bad. That'll be during the fall season too. I
Well-
think that needs to be a spring summer game.
It's a I mean,
Well,
yeah,
when's the beta?
I can see where you're
February?
coming from
I mean,
because
The beta's in February, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
or March,
Um,
or is it in March?
It's
I don't
soon,
know. I
don't
could
basically.
see a spring release, but I'm kind of skeptical. So I'll leave it
Yeah.
at that.
I want that. I actually, when it comes to Sea of Thieves, I want it sooner rather than later because I
Yeah,
feel
me
like
too.
in the fall it's going to be packed with a lot of games that
Exactly.
people for sure are going to pick up, and it might get overshadowed. So I'd rather have it sooner. And if they want to take Crackdown 3 and Forza for the Scorpio, that's fine, because at least we know those titles.
Right.
Compared to Sea of Thieves, which I'd rather have it sooner, like Remix said, in the summer. That would be perfect to play with everybody, because it
Yeah,
seems like a
man.
very fun game.
Start a
Yeah.
crew and have our own pirate ship, man. It'll be dope.
Yeah.
Can I point out a game I have my eye on, but I'm
Yeah,
not
what's
like
that?
highly anticipating? Horizon Zero Dawn and Mass Effect. I really have
Okay.
my eye on those two games. I want to see what they bring, and I want to try them out. Even if I make my brothers buy it, and then I play on their console, at least I'll
Yeah.
know, and then
That's your
maybe I can
loophole.
pick them up.
I mean,
yes, it is.
I've never played a Mass Effect game before, but I am definitely excited for it. I think I'll thoroughly enjoy it. So that is pretty highly anticipated for me as well. So
Right? Yeah, that's it.
yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I had some similarities. Like For Honor, I'm looking into, as well as Ghost Recon Wildlands. I think that has potential to be a good game. I kind of like the co-op, and then it's kind of, I don't know, it gives me like more of a just stealth single player game, but has co-op in it, and it's like a big expansive world.
Are they really pushing
Sniper-
the single player experience on that game, or are they pushing the co-op experience on that game?
Well,
'Cause
they've
this
showed
game-
I think all co-op so far. So
Yeah, I mean,
this
it looks
game
like
has
more of a co-op.
it's sneaking up on me like a kind of Division type deal.
Well, it is made
Yeah,
by the same company.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, so
but
I
but
just
it's
hope
not
they
like a
don't
Dark
make the
Souls or
same
anything.
mistakes with
It's
this game.
I mean, it's just the whole game is 1 to 4 players, and you can attack, and like you're taking down a drug lord or whatever, and you can attack each situation differently. You can like go in guns a-blazing, go in stealth, or whatever the case may be.
Well, I hope they have a bunch of different scenarios then, because I know you're gonna get tired of attacking the same scenario, even though you can do it different times. So I hope they have a bunch of
I
different.
don't know if you
areas
do
and
the
maps or
scenario
whatever,
over
however they
again
do
like
it.
you can in Hitman. I think it's just kind of like there is a scenario and you attack it, and then there'll be like some other scenario or something. I don't know. I gotta wait for more to see on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
As well as Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. I don't know. It looks kind of. I don't know that much about the game, but it does look kind of interesting. It looks like. I think the name is horrible. Like, what the fuck kind of name is that? But the game itself looks interesting, and I don't know. I guess the other games have pushed some boundaries before. I don't know. I was listening to some YouTuber, but I don't know about that and all. And Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm gonna pick that up. To me, that's gonna be like a third-person Far Cry kind of game. With that's the gameplay I expect from it. And I think it'll be a good game. I don't know if it'll have the best story, but Far Cry does pretty well, and those have pretty shitty stories anyway. And Gravity Rush 2, man, that game, Dark and I were talking about it, and I checked it out, and I was like, holy shit, I want this game. I was not expecting it to be cool at all. That game looks epic, dude. I want it so bad. So
Right.
Really? Well, it looks more like an anime show to me, not the actual like a game that I would play though.
Yeah, that kind of leads. I guess that kind of
I don't
leads
know,
into.
there's just something about it that just drew me in. So
yeah, that kind of leads into mine because Gravity Rush 2 is up there for the near future. One of the games that I'm really looking forward to because I just finished Gravity Rush 1, and it was a really good game. So with the dynamics of using the gravity to the different powers and the way she kind of flails around, and sometimes I caught myself turning my head to the side trying to make sure I'm looking.
Yeah, I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is she doing? She's like falling, but floating.
What's so great about this new one is that it's a new story and there's new characters and new combat styles and stuff like that too. So
this is built from the ground up for the console too.
Yes,
the first one was built for the portable, the Vita.
The Vita.
So yeah. So this is built from the ground up for the PS4. So
it's a remake, basically. Right.
But the first one was a remake. The remaster. This one is a totally new story. Gravity Rush 2 was a completely new. Was a continuation.
Yeah, Gravity Rush 1 was like on console was like a redo for the Vita.
Right. The Vita version.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing I know about this game for sure that I think is interesting is the DLC that I saw for it, which is going to be free from what I'm hearing. It looks really cool. I know that.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Yeah. And one last game. I don't know. I was kind of excited for it from some gameplay I saw, but then I was looking at some more the other day, and I was kind of like, oh, I didn't know that there would be some of these weird angles and kind of, I don't know. It was a little different than expected, but Nier Automata, I think is how you say it.
Yeah.
That game, I think, could be pretty good as well. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I actually played the demo for that. The demo was, I think the demo lasted maybe 30 minutes. That's how long it took me to get through it. But in that 30 minutes, I was interested in the story between these two, the girl and the guy, and then they blow themselves up to kill some other enemies, but I was immediately interested in their story. So I'm interested enough to get the game. I do want to see some. I'll probably wait for some reviews because I want them to kind of flesh out those stories. But the combat is really good also on that one. So yeah, the demo definitely got me interested.
Yeah, and I just got a PlayStation. I have to boot that thing up and play. I think Gravity Rush has a demo and Nier Automata, so I got to play both those demos.
Yeah.
Before I pick those up, but yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Baines, you got any other?
Yeah. With me, my top one that I'm anticipating for 2017, and I hope they do it right, is Scalebound. This could be a massive game if it's done correctly, especially fleshing out the relationship between the guy, I forget his name, and his dragon. If they incorporate that dragon right, that could be a really big deal. So I'm really looking forward to Scalebound.
Now, do you think that's going to be a Scorpio launch title, or do you think it might come out before Scorpio?
I think it would be smart to be a Scorpio title. I'm not sure. I thought that game was supposed to come out springtime, actually.
Yeah, I was under the impression both that and Sea of Thieves were supposed to be springtime releases, but I don't think anything is confirmed anymore, although I felt like I heard both those games were leaning towards that in the beginning.
Yeah,
but
it would be smart to be a Scorpio title, but I guess we'll have to see. Horizon Zero Dawn, of course. Mass Effect Andromeda, I haven't played any of the Mass Effects. I'm playing Mass Effect 1 right now. And it's kind of tough, but like I said, I'm a story guy. The story is really good, so that's what's keeping me into the game.
Yeah, you definitely have to get through that first game, man. That first game's tough.
Oh, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
But the story is really good, and that's where they have me.
That's good.
And then PlayStation is well, of course, I almost forgot this one. Crackdown 3. Are we supposed to be getting a beta sometime soon for that?
I'm
I
not
have
sure
no
about
idea.
that.
No, I have
Yeah, I'm
no
not
idea.
too sure.
Because
See, that's
everything is
kinda scaring
rumors,
me.
and
Yeah.
and we'll see. And I mean, we don't even know. So, I mean,
Yeah, I
we can
think-
speculate for the summer or for the fall.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Get
would be
something.
perfect for summer because I mean,
I would love to
we had
try it,
nothing.
help them out.
And you would think if that game's coming out this year, that you would have that beta soon, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that, especially with the implementation of the cloud, with all those buildings blowing up different ways and being able to use pieces of the buildings, maybe to throw it at an enemy or something. Stuff
Right.
like that can happen
Yeah.
within the world would be really cool. So I'm really looking forward to that. Neo for it's on the PlayStation, and then the Kingdom Hearts series, the games that they have. I think they have 1.5 and 2.5 coming out in March, and then they have 2.8 or whatever
2.8.
that is coming out in January.
Yeah, that's coming
I'm
out soon.
looking forward to getting into that series because I haven't played any of those, and apparently from what I think me and Artemis and Timbados was talking about this.
Yeah.
If you play all of those games, you'll be caught up for the main story. So, in preparation for Kingdom Hearts 3, so that's my list. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I
a
am
good
excited.
year. It's gonna
I
be
was-
a packed Q1, so get your wallets ready.
Yeah. Pack Q1 definitely.
Yeah, and I was thinking more Q1, but yeah, Crackdown 3, which I do think will probably be a Scorpio title. I am excited for that as well. It seems very interesting what they could do with it, and could be maybe a little bit groundbreaking. So
Right.
Yeah, we need some release dates because when it comes to
I'm telling you.
Scalebound and Crackdown, I'm really interested in them. But then other times I'm like, I don't care, we'll see. And so I have like mixed feelings about them, even though I'm interested in them.
Well, every time
Yeah.
we see something about them, it's always so spread out that we forget, and we're just
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
See, with me, that's kind of building me with more anticipation for that game. I mean, I'm really looking forward to Scalebound. That's the game that I'm eyeing for this year in total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right,
And it's a JRPG, people.
Yes, sir.
RPG, what?
What?
Mm.
Since you guys took all my most anticipated games of 2017.
Yeah, we got all your games. You got nothing.
I got nothing now to talk about. No, I'm absolutely excited to play Mass Effect Andromeda. I think that's when I heard that it was coming out in March, I was just like, I'm done. There's you guys better not bother me on Xbox. You better not fucking hit me up. I'm gonna be on hiatus for like a month, dude. I'm telling you.
Damn.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be real.
Unless people want to play co-op, the multiplayer or something like that, then hit me up.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
play
that'd be
that
cool.
for sure.
yeah, and,
Neo, I'm excited about.
we're going.
That right there is gonna be really awesome. I think. I'm not really into I'm not really into the Dark Souls games, but I know that it's very similar. But I'm really into the samurai era of Japan, so I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
Gravity Rush 2, Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, it's Q1 for PlayStation is going to be packed with games. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Fox said earlier that Uncharted Lost Legacy. I'm interested in that. That looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
definitely.
a second I was like, nobody's interested in that. Damn.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all
Yeah.
hitting on my
Yeah,
girls.
Yeah.
I kind of
No.
forgot about it a little bit.
Definitely
but
looking
yeah.
forward to that. Mm.
Yeah, it had me intrigued as soon as I saw that PlayStation experience. I was like, ooh, what's this? It better not be no Tomb Raider ripoff. And I was like, oh, it's Uncharted. Understandable.
Well, isn't it technically
Yes.
Tomb Raider?
That was the joke. You got it. Yay.
I didn't get it. I didn't
I'll
get
send
it.
you a cookie.
And then I got it.
Okay.
It retracted.
Yeah,
No, it's all good.
he's a little slow. It's okay.
A little slow. Hey, you know what? That's what happens when
But yeah, these are some.
you have a life.
These are some other kind of big games. I don't know if you guys are. I mean, I assume you're not interested in them, but maybe what do you think about them since no one said them? South Park, Fractured But Whole, Sniper Elite
Trash.
4, and Halo Wars 2.
Sniper Elite
Those are
4
some of the
trash.
Not
Sniper
interested
Elite.
in
I
Sniper
like it.
Elite. I didn't
I
get
like
into
it.
3. I didn't get into any of the other ones. I have 3, but I haven't played it yet.
Yeah,
so
I'm not a fan
I'll
of.
wait.
I think I
yeah.
played the second Sniper Elite, but yeah, I'm not into it.
Are you
I
guys
played-
hating because you could snipe somebody's balls off or something?
No. No, I mean that
I just don't like the
aspect of the
gameplay.
game
That's
is
like
fun,
a
but
bonus feature for me.
I just felt like it's just slow and boring to me. I don't want to sit there and
Oh, have you
try to
played them before?
yeah, I played the third one and I was just like
Yeah,
this
it is a bit slow, but it's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a cool
Oh.
game. Definitely
Yeah, I'd rather
is.
play Sniper Elite than Sniper Ghost, whatever the crap. Yeah, that.
Well, Sniper Ghost Warrior is more of a first person
That's more of
shooter,
like a-
so it's kind of like it's
Yeah.
more like a COD type of game.
I think this is the
Yeah, I
first
think so.
time they actually, with the Sniper Ghost thing, that's the first time they've had that much money to put so much into the game, because before they were smaller, and that's why
Yeah.
they were so innovative or different, because of how much they did with little money that they had.
Yeah,
So that
this
is
the first time
interesting.
they're like AAA.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking like, who are they? Whenever all that information came out, where he said he didn't want to make an HDR version for the Xbox, and he called it the Xbone or whatever.
Oh
Oh
god.
yeah, that triggered a lot of people.
Yeah.
But my thought process was,
Yeah,
who-
I said I
who
ain't
is
buying that
Like,
trash.
what is this game? Like, why would I be interested anyway? And now that you want to just trash the system, I'm definitely not interested. So I didn't know about him in the first place. So
Yeah.
Oh no, I've heard some things here and there, and I'm gonna look into it a little more. You know, obviously, I want to have a good purchase, but I've heard some good things about the past ones, so
Okay.
that's what got me a little bit interested into
Right.
this one. So
okay.
Yeah, I didn't really mean trash on South Park, so don't get all butthurt, people. Okay, I was just kidding. I'm gonna pick that game up for sure.
Oh, you saying that because GKB's in here and he
Yeah.
loves that game? Okay. Okay, just making sure.
yo, who here wants Call of Duty Boots on the Ground since it's a possibility?
I can care less about Call
You
of
know,
Duty.
to be honest, I am so used to the movement system of the new stuff that it's like going back to boots on the ground is kind of like it's kind of boring.
Yeah, but when you choose between, and I know you don't play either one much, but Infinite Warfare or Modern Warfare Remastered, you choose Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yeah, but that's a classic. You know, we haven't seen
Oh,
what
exposed.
we
We
haven't,
know the truth. Exposed.
we haven't seen where Sledgehammer can go with the boots on the ground type of game. You know, we've only seen them
Yeah.
do an
Advanced
advanced warfare. You know, I mean they've only done things where it's verticality involved. So
Right.
you know, for them to do a boots on the ground game, it's like, well, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah,
Oh,
I haven't
God.
decided on it yet.
Call
I
of Duty
might have
talk.
to finally skip on Call of Duty, but
I'm surprised Fox hasn't fallen asleep yet.
Oh, I'm in the kitchen right now. I'm getting a snack.
but I mean, Boots on the Ground might entice me, so because I want it. So
I have Battlefield 1. Is that enough said?
Enough
that's
said.
true. Enough said.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Enough said.
all right.
So, what did you guys think of Rogue One, a Star Wars
We're
story?
switching to the movies.
That's right. We're switching to the
Fancy.
movies, people.
Mind blown. Everybody in the chat is gonna freak.
I know, right? They're like, I
They're
thought
like,
this
I'm
was a
out.
podcast about games.
What do you know about them games?
It had a slower build up, but I liked it. It was a good movie, and the lead actors, I'm not good with names, especially the girl. They did a great job. It was nice to see part of the story played out on film that we didn't see before. It was kind of
And it tied it all together, right? I mean,
right, and it was like the roles were fleshed out enough to let you know that that you needed to know this portion of the story, but then forget about it because most of these guys that you got to know and love real quick in this piece of
No
the story,
spoilers.
they're
no spoil.
you know where I was going, but you know where I was
we
going.
knew we know what you're talking about.
I felt
We
it.
don't know if everybody's
felt
seen
it.
in the chat.
It made me
so-
sad.
Yeah, so that's my opinion of it. It was a great movie. I like that. But I'm a big Star Wars fan now, so
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
huge Star Wars fan too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought overall
was
it was a good movie. I don't really have too many complaints about it. I don't know. I did feel like there were some areas where, like, I don't know, they could have just done a little bit more, maybe been a little more, from Optimus tugging at my heartstrings. But overall, yeah, I thought it was a good movie. Nothing really bad to say about it, and I like it. It fit in with the Star Wars storyline well.
Did it
Yeah.
kind of remind anybody of Saving Private Ryan, but in the Star Wars universe? Because it felt like that to me. It felt like a war movie. It felt like Star Wars. It was like whole.
Yeah,
I don't know. But I don't know if everybody else got that, but I felt like I was at
There were certain
war
parts
when I was
I could
watching.
agree
Yeah,
with that.
especially there were certain parts that kind of had that feel.
Closer to the end, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Closer
Yes.
to the end, you definitely feel that war feel to it.
Yeah,
And,
it
You
was
kind
like
of felt that. You kind of felt that desperation too, because
Definitely.
they did a real good job of building you up to that when you get
Yeah.
to that point.
kind of
Yeah.
like Battlefield 1 when all these crazy things are happening. The planes are flying by,
Right.
people are shooting each
Yeah.
other. There's a tank. I mean, there's so many things
Yeah.
going on screen. Yes, it felt like that
Well,
in
well,
the movie.
Mhm.
it's except for the emotions. I mean, in Battlefield, when you're killing people, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but like
Save it
overall,
for the clip.
Definitely felt
Oh.
like Rogue One was awesome, and I really liked the robot. I forgot his name.
KSO2.
Yeah,
That was a nice little
K2SO.
addition.
K2SO.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
got the letters and the numbers.
Yes,
right?
very close. I'll give you that. I love him. He's my favorite.
Yeah,
so I'll say that right now.
He is
Yeah,
funny.
definitely. He.
I was really looking
funny.
forward to seeing my homegirl like really bring it, but even though she was a great leading lady, her character didn't really felt like important enough, and she didn't stand out. I mean, she was badass, of course, but she didn't really stand out to me like K2SO did. He stood out to me, and I was like, awesome. I like
Yeah.
him. He's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
I really like the blonde guy as well.
Oh yeah, he's
It's
badass.
funny.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah,
badass.
definitely. It kind of reminded me of Book of Eli when
Yeah.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing
Just-
that. Overall, though, the movie I thought was awesome. I felt just as amazed after when I watched Star Wars Episode 7. So I felt
Right.
just that same way. I was like, oh my god, this is great. And I haven't felt like that for Star Wars in a long time. When I was little, obviously, I thought it was the coolest thing. Because I grew up and my brothers were a big fan of it. But then after that, I lost touch with Star Wars because I was more into Star Trek. And I thought Star Wars was just...
Blasphemy.
No, not really. That just makes me a better sci-fi fan than you. Whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, Star
But-
Trek was awesome too.
Yes, I love Star Trek more, but then now I'm getting
Well, the
that
movies
feel.
are-
Yes, well, of course. I'm getting that feel for Star Wars again, like when I was younger, and I enjoyed it. So I'm really digging it. Overall, I liked the movie. I thought it was a great movie. I did feel like Halo Reach at the end. No spoilers, but if you played that, you understand what I'm saying.
definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a must-watch, especially when I watched it for me, when I watched it in the theater with my brothers, we came home and we put episode 4. Well, not is it episode 4? Yes, episode 4. We put that right after it, and we were like, it just fits. It fits perfectly.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it. Obviously, graphically, it doesn't make sense because you're like, oh my god, I just went from amazing graphics, which this movie had,
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
way to old school graphics, and Luke is whining about stuff, which we had a blast with it though, because we were enjoying the story and we were like making fun of it at the same time. So for us, that was a great night when we did that.
That's nice. Yeah.
Occasionally, I go back and watch all the Star Wars movies, and I'll have to put this in the rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
definitely.
nerd, but it's okay. 'Cause I'm an awesome nerd.
That's not true.
Actually, something I just thought of. What do you guys think that Carrie Fisher died? What do you think her death will have an impact on the mainstream Star Wars movies.
Well, they already finished her scenes for episode 8, so
Okay.
I don't
That's
know.
good to
I
know.
don't know what her character would have been in episode 9, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure that. I mean, they did it with Tarkin in Rogue One, so I mean, they could computer generate her face to.
A little bit, yeah.
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 But I don't think they're gonna make it like a main thing. I mean, if
Yeah,
if
you
they
think
do,
they'll kill her?
No,
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
think they'll kill her
Yeah.
off.
No.
Calm down, calm down. Jesus,
Well, you know,
I'm like, it's too soon, bro. Too soon. Calm down. Okay, well, first, before I get into that, can I say how amazing it was to see her in this movie? Even if it was her likeness,
Yeah,
it was
Yeah, I know.
amazing. My jaw hit the floor. I was like, holy shit, look at
Look,
her.
Just
Yeah.
like her. I mean, everything was
Amazing.
nice. Yeah, they did a
Yeah,
good job.
okay, so yeah, besides that though, in the new movie, even though they've done her scenes and stuff like that, and they still might have to write her character off somehow, and they might not put it on as a main story point, you know, like, they might not show it completely. It might be something they mention, it might be something that you see from a distance with another actress, like, doing her part. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know, but it's gonna be a sad moment, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll ship her off somewhere and you'll never hear of her again.
Oh, come on, man.
You're making everything. You're freaking.
Why are
worse.
you
You're
trying
making
to
it sound
ruin
wrong.
Star Wars?
I'm not, man.
Star Wars.
Okay,
is
how
great.
about
You're trying
how
to
about that
ruin
feeling that you got when they showed Han Solo in that scene? I'm not gonna say, but it's gonna be like that. I think,
Yeah, I mean,
That
that was
feeling.
definitely. I don't know. I feel like.
and that
I feel
was
like
full on
that could've-
screen. So you could only
Yeah,
imagine how
it
they're
was
gonna do
pretty
that.
Heart-touching,
Yeah.
like a heartfelt moment, but at the same time, it was like, I don't know. I felt like it was like, wow, are you really that much of an idiot, Han Solo? But yeah, I kind of already knew what was gonna happen. It was kind of spoiled for me. I just didn't know
okay.
how. So
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, that really sucks for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
When it's yeah.
it sucks for you.
anyways.
Luckily, I
not
got
for me.
luckily
I-
I got lucky and didn't
Yeah.
get on Facebook and stuff like that and do all that Twitter and stuff and stayed away from it, so I wasn't spoiled.
Yeah, it was
for
a
me.
complete surprise to me too.
I kind of just guessed it. Like my sister was like, "Guess what? I found out something that happens in the movie," and she was like, "Guess what?" And I was like, "Han Solo dies." So I just guessed it.
Dude,
before I
spoiler.
saw it,
Spoiler
and she
alert
was
to
like,
everybody in the chat.
Wow.
Sorry about
Oh,
that,
come
but
on
you
now.
probably already know.
Yeah, I know. If you
Yeah,
Um,
well, you know what? If you haven't seen it
Force
yet,
Awakens
then
yet, then
fuck
you're not
you.
a true sci-fi.
All right,
Why?
listen, remix. If you get spoiled, don't mean you got to be a brat and spoil it for everybody
I didn't mean
else.
to. I forgot, guys. I mean, come on. You pretty much. You're like.
Crack the whip.
You're like. I was like. Carrie Fisher died, and you're like, yeah. Well,
I said
you
that
know,
feeling.
What they did
I didn't
with
say what happened. He
Han
could have got
Solo.
his legs cut off for all I fucking know.
I know, right?
Yeah. This ain't Darth Maul. Come on.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant. Yes.
No, but
Dang.
like there's you could tell there's some serious Star Wars fans when you're in the theater and you could hear everybody gasping at the same time. Everybody's cheering at the same time. It's pretty amazing actually when you hear that
Yeah, no.
stuff. And when you're sitting there with the Star Wars fans and I'm over here like I'm a Star Trek fan and they're like they don't know. I'm on the cover and stuff. No, but it was an awesome movie overall. And I can't wait to see the next one actually.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the next one's
Yeah.
gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
coming
wait,
in
can I-
December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be in
definitely.
December. So
And can I point out one more thing?
For sure.
Darth Vader though.
oh my god.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Oh,
Darth
man.
Vader. I'm not even a Star Wars nerd, as you can tell, and I was amazed with this movie.
Yeah.
Do you think that was actually James Earl Jones's voice?
Yeah,
Because
I
it
think
sounded
so.
like him. It
Yeah,
I think
sounded
so.
like him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell any difference. It was if
I
it
really
wasn't
couldn't.
him. So
He's,
Yeah.
He is still alive, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So definitely could have been.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think it was. I mean, I can't confirm if he's alive or dead, but it sounded like
Yeah,
him,
he's
and
alive.
it was an awesome, amazing scene. I was like freaking out the whole time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there was what 2 or 3 scenes with him, and they were both.
It was
all
brutal.
3 of them were like great.
Brutal.
It was great. like, oh. But let's move right into our most anticipated movies of 2017.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you want to kick it off, Optimus? You're the big movie guy here, so.
That is true. You're absolutely right. So I'm absolutely cannot wait for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Boy, I love the first
That's
one
gotta
so
be
much.
Oh man.
That was a good surprise too. I
Yeah,
didn't even know who
was.
they were. I was like, what? My brother told me all the cool things about them, and it just ended up being awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah, see, I really didn't know either, but I was from the beginning of the movie when it came out with that ding, 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 and he was dancing. I was like, oh yes, I'm in it. I'm in it to win it for this one. Let's go. Yeah, so
Nice.
yeah, I
Definitely.
loved. I watched it several times over. So yeah, I'm really hyped for Guardians too.
Definitely. I'm also very hyped for, of course, Star Wars Episode 8.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
That's,
could all agree on that.
yeah, we could all agree on that one.
Yeah.
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 Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. I mean, having Iron Man be in a Spider-Man movie, ooh.
Yeah, I was
So-
kind of iffy on it, just because they just ended like the other Spider-Man that they tried to reboot.
Amazing
but
Spider-Man.
I did recently see Captain America: Civil War.
hmm
Just recently, and and I was like, well, they definitely went with like the more childish kind of Spider-Man. In
Yeah,
this
they
case.
did.
But I mean, it seemed interesting, and I'm not as I'm more for it than I was before I saw Civil War. So
So somebody tell me, where does this fit in all the other Spider-Mans? Enlighten me, please.
Well, it doesn't. It's a whole new Spider-Man.
It's like a reboot.
It's like a
Nope.
reboot, but it's not really a reboot. It's,
Fox says no.
Okay.
So it's-
Well,
let us enlighten us, Fox.
well, don't
please.
say it like that. I mean, I love Marvel and everything, but this is going to take place at the same time that all the Marvel movies are going on right now. Not the old Spider-Man movies; those are like crossed out and gone.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
But
like
it's
a
gonna-
reboot.
so we should
but
just
it's a
forget about
reboot.
those, and
Exactly.
this one is going
Yes.
on the same path.
Definitely.
As
Yes,
the
it's a
Avenger movies,
reboot,
basically.
but it's going on at the same time as Avengers,
Yeah,
That's
Civil
why
War,
Iron Man-
all
they're
that
setting
stuff.
it up for Spider-Man to join the Avengers.
Okay.
That's what I get anyway, especially after seeing Civil War. But and like
Definitely.
based off the commercial, it's like Spider-Man. He's like, I want to be a part of the Avengers, but Iron Man's
Yeah.
like, you're a kid, and so he's
Well,
like,
he wants to prove himself. I don't know if
Yeah.
he necessarily wants to be part of the Avengers right now, since they're having trouble within their own group. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think
So
he just wants to prove himself as one of them in their level, basically.
Yeah.
So
Right.
in Civil War, that was supposed to be their first meeting, and then from there, we're scooting off this side and actually
Yeah.
seeing his story.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it is after Civil War, yes, that we are seeing, because he
Okay.
already has the
Okay.
suit and everything. He's already has the Iron Man connection and all that. So yeah, this is happening after Captain America: Civil War.
Okay.
But yeah, it's still a reboot for him. And saying that, I'm gonna jump in and go, I don't know about this movie. So yeah.
Really?
Yeah, me either.
Yeah,
Me
because
either.
I love Marvel
Wow.
and everything. It's just I question Sony.
Yeah.
I question them, and I don't like
Mm.
what they've done. And even though I know Marvel has creative rights for this movie, which is cool, because I'm still gonna see it in theaters regardless. I just don't know if I'm gonna like it. I'm tired of them going back and
Right.
going back to high school every fucking time they reboot these movies.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
So-
that's how it started out. He was in high school, so I mean,
Right.
it makes sense for them to do that.
yeah.
But
Right.
I mean,
But I'm tired of like them doing it over and over. It's kind of like if it's starting to feel a little bit like Batman, where there's so many Batmans
Right.
and so
Right,
many
there's so
movies
Well, the
of
big thing
Batman.
that annoys me is that they just rebooted it, and they only made 2 movies, and now
Right.
and they fucking spoiler alert killed whoever Emma Stone played, and it's like
that was Gwen Stacy.
Ooh,
And now
yeah.
they're rebooting it again.
Yeah.
Well,
now they're
it's
rebooting
not really a
it,
reboot
so.
because they're not really doing an origin story.
Yeah, it's not an origin story.
So it's not really a reboot. It's more of just
But
what
it's not like
happened
the- it's
after
not like
Civil War.
the origin story that just happened with
Right.
Garfield or whatever his name is. That's not going
Andrew.
to play into this,
Right.
so
No,
it's
And-
kind of a reboot.
I mean,
Yes.
Michael Keaton as the Vulture. Come on, people.
Yeah, and see, that's the
gonna
cool
be-
part that I found interesting
it's gonna
about
be
the
nice, huh?
whole trailer was that I was like, holy shit, I need to see this. But the whole high school crap, and he has a friend, and his friend finds out who he is, and then
Yeah, I think that's a
don't
little
know
weird
about all
that they
that.
had the friend like combo
Yeah.
kind of thing. It kind of was like, why he doesn't?
Well, I know where they got that from. They got that from one of the comic
Kick-Ass.
books. No,
Is
they,
it one-
one of the Spider-Man comics, like one of the alternate stories.
oh, really?
They actually did that, but it's not Peter Parker. It's an alternate
Nerd.
Spider-Man. Shut up! Shut up!
Well, you call
That's
me
why-
a
that's
nerd
why-
all the time.
Yes,
Get
yes.
over
That's
it.
why you invited me on here. I'm proud.
Definitely.
But no, I'm looking forward to it. But at the same time, I do have I question it. So I'm not as hyped as my brothers are for Spider-Man. I'm just gonna say that.
Right. Definitely.
What about the Thor movie?
Ooh, Ragnarok? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
dude.
Ragnarok.
I mean,
I don't think I've seen
the
too much
Hulk's
on
going to
that.
be in there, so
Yeah,
that's
I
going to be.
just
even
read
better.
that today.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
want to see where they take the Hulk since like he was like, oh, I'm done with fighting in like the last Avengers movie,
Yeah. I mean,
or whatever, you know. So that'll be.
But he's
cool.
done it a lot of times. He's done with fighting and get pushed back in, right? So
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
he
this
can't help
time
it.
he like left. What's her name? Black Widow.
yeah.
Yep.
He flew
Yeah,
away into the night.
Like, well, he like left her, you know, because they kind of had a thing. So
Yeah. Yeah, they never really explored that, but yeah, they definitely did.
No.
they did.
But you know what I'm excited for that's coming
Yeah,
out
what else?
this week? Underworld Blood Wars.
Another
That's gonna run.
Underworld?
Yeah, that's gonna run under the radar. But
What do you
that's gonna
mean
be a good
another
movie to
one?
add to the
Oh my god, they
series.
got like six
Kate
of those
Beckinsale's
movies.
back.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, like come on.
Yeah, I've watched every one too. They're good. They're all good.
I've
But
probably
they
seen
all-
like 3 or 4 of them, but I'm like, damn, it's starting to turn a little bit
Yeah,
like
I've
Resident
seen some
Evil.
of- I think I've seen like 3
Exactly,
of them,
they are.
but
They're a little
it's-
bit better than
for
Resident
most of
Evil
them, it's
series.
been
They
a
don't get
while,
as
you know?
cheesy.
Right, they're not
Right.
as cheesy as Resident Evil. But speaking of Resident Evil, there also is another Resident Evil game this year.
Ah.
segue.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And it's directed by the same director that directed all of them, so you know how that's gonna play out.
Cheesy.
Very cheesy.
Mm.
I mean, I'm gonna see it just because I like watching cheesy movies just for shits and gigs. But I'm not going into it thinking, oh, it's gonna be a glorious movie. I can't wait, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like Guardians or Star Wars, so I already know that for sure.
Right. Anything else coming out as far as like comic characters?
Oh yeah, definitely. Logan.
Logan, yep. Logan's this
okay.
year.
And I'll say I'm interested in that. I think the trailer is freaking awesome. I don't know how the movie's gonna be because I do question Fox. Again, I don't trust Sony and I don't trust Fox when it comes to Marvel movies. But I'm interested because the trailer does look so good.
I have to go back and catch that trailer. I haven't watched it.
The
So
song,
we'll see.
the song gets you.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
this isn't a movie, but it's a TV show that's gonna be coming. The Star Wars TV show. Is anyone hyped for that?
I didn't even hear anything about it.
Me either. So
Really?
enlighten us.
I don't know that much about it, but there is a Star Wars TV show. It's not it's not animated or anything. I think I don't know when it starts. I feel like it's this spring possibly is when it starts up on TV.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know exactly what the time period in the Star Wars universe is or anything. But it's Star Wars, and therefore I am hyped.
He's like, I like your information. You're like,
I
hey,
know,
Star
right?
Wis show. I don't know what's going on. I don't know
But
when
I'm
it's
ready.
I
happening.
assumed with James and Optimus here that they would know something. Come on.
No, it's all good. I'm gonna look into it now because I didn't
didn't
know
even
that at
know.
all. Actually,
Hey, what
I'm
does
definitely
Bam
looking
say?
into it.
What does Bam say all the time? He says I'm ready or it's on deck. On deck. Don't he say that? On deck.
On deck. Oh,
Yeah.
on track.
it's on track.
track.
Yeah, it's on track.
So yeah, that's what Remix says whenever you see Star
On
Wars.
track.
On track. Whatever it is, on track.
Yeah, he doesn't know any dates.
Right.
Just hopped in here. So thank you for stopping by, pal.
Yeah, thanks to everybody
Bam,
for stopping
bam.
by
Yeah,
in the
thanks for
chat.
everybody for coming in.
Yeah.
Hit that like
Yeah.
button
Giving
and
us the
subscribe.
for this
people.
first
Oh,
video.
look at him! Hit that like button.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, yo, we're up to 9 likes. That is awesome, guys.
Oh,
That is
geez.
awesome for a show, and we're doing well.
We're doing well.
So
But you know
Um,
what? I wanna touch on a movie that is that's
Oh,
pretty
wow.
much based
Sounds serious.
from.
I'm telling you, right?
It's
Yeah.
where
I like how he takes
it's
these long
it's
pauses.
it's basically where George Lucas got his idea for Star Wars. It's called Valerian. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's actually directed by the same director that did The Fifth Element. So if you like The Fifth
Ooh,
Element,
I
Oh,
love
okay,
The Fifth
yeah, I
Element.
really
sure
like
you're
The
gonna like
Fifth
this
Element.
movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
And,
When does
and
it
what's
drop?
like the premise?
it drops, I think, in August. I'm pretty sure. But the premise of the movie is there's two, I guess, humanoid type of, and they're a guy and a girl, and they're kind of like go around bounty hunters in space and stuff like that. I mean, I just saw the trailer and I was just like, "Ooh, I'm excited for it." So,
Okay, I have to look out for that one.
yeah, you definitely have
What's
to
it called
look
again?
up. Valerian.
Valerian.
Yeah, it
All right.
looks
I'll
good.
put that on my notepad right here.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Definitely. Do you guys? I don't know if you guys get into the Oscars and stuff like that, but I know the Oscars are actually coming up. So, is there any movies you think that you've seen that should win an Oscar this year, or anything?
I can't.
Besides Star Wars.
Yeah, well, I mean, Star Wars probably will win for like visual effects or something like that,
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm trying to think of something that was just really deep enough, you know, and had good enough acting for an Oscar. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Yeah, why don't you name a few, Dark Artemis?
I'm gonna say it's not out yet, and people haven't seen it yet. But I think Hidden Figures is gonna be one of those movies that is gonna
Please give me the backstory on that. Like, what is?
Hidden Figures is about African American women who go into NASA and get jobs at NASA, and they basically take over.
Okay.
They run that shit.
Okay.
All right.
So the Hidden
Good
Figures
backstory
is
description there.
You know, it's based on a true story. So you know, there's these women who get, you know,
They basically you're saying they
in a
basically
time-
run NASA, but they don't get
Well,
the notoriety for
right.
it. That's why it's Hidden Figures.
Right, but they, you know, it's set in a time where there wasn't really, you know, there was a lot of prejudice. There was a lot of racism going on during that time.
Right.
So for them to stand above
Yeah,
everything
overcome.
else, overcome everything, I think it's going to be a good movie.
That sounds interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh well, I think the Oscars are more of all the movies that came out last year.
Yeah.
So even if like that's a newer title basically, right?
Well, actually, it goes from I think November to January. So
Oh,
I
okay,
think
that's
it
a
still
pretty
gets.
big span.
It's
yeah.
still. I think it still will make it into the Oscars this
Yeah,
year.
that's cool.
So
Nice. Well, have you guys? It just started today. Have you guys seen anything from? I'm kind of segueing here, if that's all right, Optimus. Unless you got some more shit to say.
no, go ahead.
All right. Have you guys seen anything from CES in Vegas? Right.
I have. I've seen the new LG Tone Freeze. What they are is if you guys know about the LG Tone, the LG Pros and the tones that fit around your neck. They have like the solid base, and then the newer ones, the Tone Premium. I think the Infiniums. You can pull out the earbud and then you can snap it back in. Well, with these, the earbud is put into the front part of the Infinium, and you can just take the earbud out and it's completely wireless. So the neck thing acts as an actual like charger and base, but you pull out the earpiece and it's free from the neck base, period, and you just put it into your ear.
Nice.
I think that's going to be that's one that I'm looking for. I think they said it's going to retail for about $150, and then they also have the LG. They're calling it the LG Studio, and it actually fits around your neck too, but it has a big speaker on it. And so what happens is it kind of makes like a sound dome for your head, so like you can hear the sound, like all the bass and everything you need to hear, like in a good movie or whatnot. But the person that's talking to you or sitting on the I guess a good enough distance from you, they can't really hear it as much as you can hear, but you can't hear them because the sound is just that good of quality. So those two pieces of tech, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to, because I was reading an article that Samsung is actually going to drop the Note 8. I'm not looking forward to that because some people probably going to blow up again.
Oh god! Damn.
Those lithium batteries are dangerous, man.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. What about you, Fox and Optimus? You guys see anything?
Well, what do you guys think of? You think the world's ready for 8K TVs?
No,
I don't think anybody's really bought into the 4K.
Everyone's just buying 4K.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know about the world. Maybe certain rich
Right.
people.
Certain rich people
Right.
are definitely.
well, certain rich
Right.
people probably already have it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I mean,
Well,
I've
some
heard
people
something-
have movie screens in their house, like movie theaters in their house. So
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, some of the
That
TVs
too.
nowadays are so big that they're like movie theater screens, you know?
uh-huh.
So, like an 80-inch
Yeah.
TV is huge.
Speaking of, if you are rich, I haven't seen that much about CES.
Sounds like he's trying to
it
get
was just
something
like
out of them.
Oops.
It was just like 5 kind of like weird things or whatever from CES. One is VR boots. It's like boots for VR, and they're like $1,500.
What?
What?
But you're supposed to like be able to like kick in the game and stuff,
Wow.
like with your actual kick, which would
Are those the ones that are
that's kinda-
circle? They're like they go around your foot. I think I've seen those.
No, they're more like, I feel like they're more like open top flip flops or something.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Like that just.
Oh,
Like,
I've seen
strap
some
over.
other
They're
ones
just,
then.
It's just like a thing you put your foot on, I think, and then like strap your foot in.
Oh okay. I think I saw some hoverboards then.
It's more shoe shaped, but
So kind of,
yeah. And-
is it kind of like the Nikes in Back to the Future?
Those actually look
sure.
good though.
He's like, I've never seen that movie.
No,
That
I've
goes
seen
to
Back to
tell
the
you how
Future.
young he is, people.
Oh, that's my favorite
I've seen Back
franchise.
to
I
the
think.
Future. Come on, but I mean, like this video I was watching was really brief.
You know that.
Go ahead.
You know they actually have those shoes that actually tie themselves now. They're actually in.
Yeah, but there's a
Yeah.
certain amount. Yeah, they're limited quantity, but yeah, they have them.
Yeah. Mhm.
That would be
So
sick
that's-
Uh,
to have.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also saw
Pretty neat.
I also saw a mirror with it's like a mirror, but like it has like a screen on it, and it can like give you tips on what kind of like makeup you should wear and stuff. So Fox, if you're interested. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Hey, I don't want to.
yeah, it
Unless
gives
you
like,
can
makeup
play
tips for
games
times of the day
while you're
and
looking in the
stuff.
mirror. I don't want to know.
Yeah. and like the last thing, which I thought was actually possibly applicable, was it was like a speaker, and part of the speaker was like hovering over the base of the speaker, and so like it didn't cut the bass at all, so you had higher sound quality from these speakers, I guess. Which could be like applicable in maybe like a theater setting, like in your house, in your man cave or whatever. But those could actually be somewhat cool.
And what?
But
Who are those by? Those speakers.
I do not know.
Okay.
But if you just type in CES, they're like the first thing that pop up. So
All right.
Do any of you think VR will catch on this year?
I
I don't think so, man. I honestly, if it hasn't caught on already with Oculus and the Vive and PSVR, then it's not going to catch on. Just not.
The only
I think
the only
It
thing
depends
I
on the
was
games,
thinking.
though.
Well, they
Yeah,
don't have any games.
well,
There's no
see,
games
and-
for it.
Well, that's what I mean for this year. If they have the games for this year, then maybe.
for me personally,
And
I get
the-
super
what I-
fucking sick just like driving in a car, I get motion sick, and so
Yeah, you could never
I
play
don't know.
VR.
I don't know if VR will ever be something I can do.
To me, the only way that VR is going to take off is if you can
You know?
do, like I was reading an article that said that soon you'll be able to put your VR headset on and you'll actually be sitting courtside at a game, or sitting in the crowd at a football game. When
Yeah.
you have stuff like when VR gets cheap enough that everybody can get it, and you have stuff like that people can do, then VR will start picking up more. But as far as games, I don't really think I'm not coming home to put something on my head to play a game. I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah, it's definitely
So,
not for games.
Yeah.
It's
right.
definitely not a.
It's gonna be apps like that really bring VR out. It's not gonna be
like,
games.
I mean,
see,
just
when
imagine
I come home,
hardcore
I'm just like
Henry.
throw on some sweatpants, like I just get
Oh my
comfortable,
gosh!
sit down, and
What are you gonna watch? Porn? Jesus.
Oh my!
what?
And that's my cue. Good night,
That's
everybody.
How did you get that? I said when I come home. when
Well,
I
you
come
said
home and game.
sweatpants. You said sweatpants, and that's where my
Okay,
mind-
basketball shorts, sweatpants, whatever. I like to get comfortable, sit down and game.
You're
Alright?
right.
God
Right.
damn.
You don't want to put anything on your head. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, and therefore I don't want to put anything on my head. Like I was going with I want to be comfortable. When I come home, I just like sit down, be comfortable, relax, and play my games.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think I could do that with a VR.
I honestly think it'll only work with like sports casts and stuff like that, and nothing like movies or games. It's not gonna work because I mean it might work for like something like Hardcore Henry. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's like a first person aspect type movie.
I haven't watched it yet, but I want to. It's out, right?
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah,
It's out right now.
Let's see that. I remember
I mean,
seeing it when
It
it went
could
into
work for
theaters.
something like that, but I don't think anybody's gonna really want to see, movies in VR, unless it makes you feel like you're at a movie theater. Then that might be cool.
Or
too.
you're in the movie. That would be crazy.
Yeah, or you.
Yeah.
That's
you're
the
in the
future,
movie.
though.
That'd be insane.
Yeah. Like gamer or something.
Well, I feel like that's what they're going to do with the HoloLens and with Windows is doing with HoloLens. I mean, you're going to be able to play like things like Minecraft. Just imagine if you could play Gears of War with the HoloLens and you're sitting in your living room. You can still see everything around you, but freaking Marcus Phoenix comes out and says, "We need to go," or something like that.
Project it on the giant wall.
Yeah, projected on
Yeah.
a giant wall. That'd be
through
awesome.
Yeah.
I did think with
Right.
HoloLens back at E3 when they had like Minecraft on like the table. I thought that was pretty cool. I think buying
Yeah.
stuff actually with HoloLens like where you can go on like Amazon and be like, ooh, I want this, I like this stool, and I'm thinking of having 3 of them, and then you actually can like put them in the place of where a stool would go in your house, a stool in your house, and like see like would it fit and stuff, and do you like that there? I think that has actually some
Yeah.
application, but I don't
Agreed
know
completely.
if people would go out of their way to buy a HoloLens for those things, but you could like rent, like take a HoloLens from like a furniture store or something, or and see,
Yeah,
check
like rent it
or
out.
something.
No, I
you know?
agree. I
Yeah.
agree completely.
That would
Yeah.
be cool. Yeah, that would definitely.
Yeah, it'd be really
cool.
cool actually.
Yes.
I mean, even if you could use it, hook it up with a 3D printer, and you can see something that you like on TV, and just the 3D
whoa,
printer.
that's like way in the future.
Yeah, I know. Right? Like that's way in
Whoa.
the future, but you see a stool on TV, and you can just 3D print it out. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But
The
I think
things
that's way too far in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But the things that stood out to me in CES is the Samsung TVs. Obviously, they look gorgeous, whether they 8K or not. They just look really
Yes.
nice. I'm more interested in checking out the monitors that have HDR. I don't know all the names, but I did see a couple. So I want to check those out because I'd rather have a monitor than a TV.
Yeah.
And I do
Yeah.
like TVs, but more for movies.
So do
Not
you
for
game
gaming.
on a monitor?
Yes, I do.
What size?
24? Yeah, I think it's
24.
24.
What
Yeah.
brand?
Samsung.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I
because
could. I don't know if
they
I could
do have
that.
the 4K ones now, but I
Right.
know they don't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
they,
they
don't
do.
have them with HDR yet, right? Something like
No,
that.
not well.
Yeah.
They're showing some off. I don't think they're Samsung though. I think they're just other brands that they're showing off monitors that do have 4K
Yeah.
and HDR on it. So that's pretty cool.
Those are gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Do you really see that much of a latency improvement on your monitor versus a TV?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
No, well,
Really?
especially if you're playing
I mean,
COD.
I just recently
definitely
started
see it.
playing on a monitor, and you know, so I can just have my whole setup at a desk. I do prefer playing on a TV. You know, just
Yeah.
because I like to be more chill than lay back and everything.
Right. Right.
But,
It depends on the preference.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's really much of a difference for me playing on TV to monitor. I mean, I'm sure there is. It's just not. I don't notice it, you know, because I'm just.
If you do, oh okay. That's a good
Damn.
one. Good one. No, but like seriously, if you do notice the specs, you do see a difference.
Yeah,
So that's
I
why.
have a BenQ 24-inch monitor, and
Ooh,
I can
those are nice.
definitely tell the difference between my TV and that.
Yeah.
Because I used to play Call of Duty pretty competitively, so
Yeah. Same here.
It-
I was
it-
in a clan.
it definitely helped having a monitor than over.
Yeah, I thought.
'Cause, I mean, there's
I thought I was gonna go MLG. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we all do, don't we? When we're at a young
I mean, I
age,
still
we're all
could.
like,
I
we're
mean,
gonna
I'm
go
still young
MLG.
Keep bringing remix.
No, I
Well,
don't
he's still
play
young
anymore.
yet. He could go MLG. They don't
Sure.
kick him out until they're like 21 or 22, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
But he's here
I
right
still
now.
got.
He's here right now.
Yeah, I'm not doing that though. I'm doing the YouTubes and the podcasts.
Yes, this
with
is
you
way more
guys,
fun.
so-
Yeah, it is
Definitely.
actually.
Yeah.
Indeed, I don't want to
Um,
play one game 8 hours a day learning the maps.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
anyways.
Yeah. Another thing I noticed that they had, they showed off the Mass Effect, that little car. I forgot what it's called, but they showed it off.
The Nomad.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they showed that off in CES,
Nice.
and they were driving it around and everything.
Oh.
And they had an app on the phone, and they said it felt really nice when like it felt intuitive. It was like nice. It wasn't awkward or clunky or anything. So yeah, they were driving around with that little car. They did an unboxing and everything. It looks pretty cool.
Okay, so they were using the phone as the remote to drive the car.
Yep.
Okay, that's nice.
So it's kind of like
Yeah.
the BB-8 when Star Wars Force
Yep.
Awakens came out.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
I feel like that one's kind of finicky though.
Well,
Wow.
I don't
The
know.
BB-8.
I haven't tried it, but
I mean, I've tried
I've
it,
seen
so it's
I've seen
kinda-
videos and stuff about it, like reviews.
It's
and
cool
things.
though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
definitely. How much did they say? How much the Nomad's gonna be at all?
Yeah. $200.
$200.
With no game.
Is it a pretty big size then? I mean, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's pretty big now.
Yep,
I
yep.
saw the picture. It's a pretty big vehicle.
All right.
Remote control vehicle.
So it's kind of like a RC car, kind of.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, I thought that looked pretty cool, so I was like, I have to point that out. I mean, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure my brother would be interested in that.
Yeah,
But
probably.
how about something that they showed off and it was kind of weird to you guys? Did you notice anything?
Well, I was passing over some articles today, and I saw. I think it was Samsung. They're having a TV with no speakers, and they
okay.
they had a read up of how it would work. I couldn't tell you. I'm not that into it, but that was weird to me. But
Yeah, that sounds just as weird as Apple taking out the.
and
Yeah,
that's
the
what.
plug-
Headphone
Yeah,
jack.
the headphone jack. That was
In
kind
the
of weird. Like
article,
what?
That's actually what they referenced. Apple.
Yes.
Well, how's that gonna work? I mean, without any speakers.
You better get that sound bar.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Bam, can I borrow your sound bar?
Yes. You better get some surround sound or something. I mean,
Sounds like it, man.
that sucks. I don't like when they do that, when they take away features rather than give you features. I don't like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's not fun at all. Especially when they did it with the iPhone. I think a lot of people were like, "Why? There's no reason."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Not the fanboys though. A lot of people, but not the fanboys.
But did they even say why they were taking out the speakers at all, or?
No, Artemis, I couldn't
no.
tell you. But I mean, I kind of gleaned over the article real quick. But all I can tell you is that it was weird. Something I brushed past this afternoon.
You know, I thought was kind of weird. Cards Against Humanity with Paper the Robot.
What?
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 Yeah, they played Cards Against Humanity with the robot named Paper or Pepper. Sorry, Pepper. Paper. I don't know why I said Paper. Pepper.
Oh
It's a
no, that.
Yeah, and it was kind of weird. I was like, okay, I don't know
That
why.
robot is gonna kill us all.
Well, even the
I'm
game
telling
is. I know, right? It's gonna be Terminator up in this bitch. It's all.
Yeah, that does sound weird. I'll give you that. I think the fact that I saw BlackBerry in there was weird to me. I was like, really? You're not dead
Right?
yet?
I did see that. And they
I was
still
like,
have the
get outta
They're
here.
still around.
they
Yeah,
still have
exactly.
the keypad on it too. It's
Right?
not, yeah, that's
That was
crazy.
so confusing to me. I was like, why are you here?
Exactly.
So that was the weirdest thing I saw.
It's funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I guess that about wraps
it'll
it
be
up.
interesting what
That-
what actually comes out of CES. You know, because a lot of it doesn't actually hit the marketplace. So
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
a while.
Definitely, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to touch on before we do outros?
Awesome
nope.
show, guys.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Thanks for
Yeah,
inviting
Even
me.
though we
Our
had
first
technical
round.
difficulties, even though I
Hey, you guys figured it
sounded
out. That's all that
crazy
matters.
at points, we still had fun.
Yeah, you are crazy.
Well, you know. So,
No. it was
Lady
fun.
Foxfire, take us out with your first outro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks for inviting me, guys. Thanks to everybody in the chat for coming out, supporting, saying hi, even if you had a minute or two. Hit that like button, of course. These guys deserve it. I'm looking forward to, the rest of the show. I mean, another week, and when Tim shows up, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But you guys can follow me on Twitter at Lady Foxfire. I also do YouTube videos. So I did a video today, and I'm trying to Twitch stream a little bit more. So hopefully you guys can hang out with me on there. We could play. And obviously you guys can check out Console Corner. I'm on there every week, hanging out with GKB and She-Wolf. So that's on Tuesdays at 7. And also we're doing Ladies Night. So yay! So that's
Ooh,
gonna be on
Ladies Night.
Monday. Yes, that's gonna be on Monday,
I
but
like
that's
Ladies Night.
bi-weekly. Yeah, it's bi-weekly. So this Monday, it's back, and that's at 8 o'clock. So yeah, you guys see me around.
You know, I do have to point out, Fox,
Uh-oh.
you did flub up on Console Corner, saying that
okay.
we're on Tuesdays.
Oh, okay.
And you did say that you almost kind of sounded like you were going to be a full-time regular on the Quest podcast.
What? What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
But yeah.
No, I made up for it. I don't know what you're talking about. I
You
promoted.
did.
I gave you
No, you
some
did.
shout outs.
You definitely did.
Even on Xbox
we
Nation. Shout out to
appreciate
Crap.
everything you've done for us. And
Yeah.
you're always welcome back to the Quest podcast.
Oh,
Definitely.
thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be back
We-
every time now. I'm just gonna be here running the show.
Awesome. If you just want to come back,
Foxfire
we're just gonna send you a link
takeover.
every week.
Yes,
We're just gonna send you a
yes.
link every week. If you can make it, then you can.
I'm just gonna come in here and be like, let's talk about Marvel and Star Wars. And just be a total nerd.
Yeah.
No, but it was fun, and yeah, I did mess up a little bit, but I made up for it. And I even heard All Day. He called me out on one of the streams you guys were playing. Was it?
All Day has no room to call anybody out.
Yeah, he did. He called me out when was it Remix? You were playing with Oh Snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called me out a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, I see how it is. No, but it's all good. It's all good. I had fun.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, we enjoyed it, Fox. We appreciate it too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
All right. Take it away, Remix.
Yeah, yo, I'm Remix Essence, and you can follow me on Twitter at Remix Essence, and that's also my Xbox gamer tag if you want to hit me up over there. And I have a YouTube channel as well, also Remix Essence, and I'm kind of like revamping it a little bit. I just put out a video for what my plan is, and I'm gonna start that new schedule this Tuesday coming up. So it should be good, guys, and I'm really excited for 2017.
Ooh, nice.
And Sir Baines, where can we find you, sir?
It's M Baines. You can't find me anywhere. You can't follow me anywhere.
Dang.
My gamer
off the
tag is
grid,
M
people.
Bain.
Yeah.
Gamer tag is mbaines99. You can hit me up there. That's PlayStation or Xbox. New to the podcast. When I get something to follow, I'll hit you up with it. But other than that, you can catch me here every week.
Definitely. And I was your host for tonight, Dark Optimus. You can find me at the same name on Twitter, and you can find me on Xbox Live at the same name. We had an amazing show tonight, so I want to thank everybody who came out and watched us. Please continue to support us. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'm out.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Good night.
Peace.